2 out, nobody on, top of the first. Swung on and missed, and there it is. That's the end of the first inning, as Rodriguez has a perfect first inning. 3 up and 3 down, 2 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base, and now we'll go to the bottom of the first inning, and that'll bring up the North squad looking to try to get off and running on a good note. Happy that you tuned in here. You'll see our sponsors listed here on the page. Well done by our Hartford Cable Network crew. Tom's very proud I said that. Tom paid me to say something good about the graphics. Yeah. Well, actually, he promised to pay me. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the money yet. Don't figure? No. I'm a sucker for that. I never seem to get paid very much. I get lots of promises. Well, speaking of promises, a promising pitcher you'll see on the mound for the South. Notice how I segue there. Nicholas DiCarlo, number 9, is the starting pitcher for the South out of Gaithersburg High School. Right-handed pitcher, a rising senior. Again, the young men who play in this game, either freshmen, sophomores, or juniors rising to the next year. No senior graduates. These are all undergraduates playing. Looking forward to their senior seasons or junior seasons or sophomore years. A lot of these young men play baseball year-round. They play, for various different Parks and Rec teams or travel teams. Again, as Lou Holcomb has done so well with Diamond recruiting young men coming out of this game, getting chances to play in college or even the pros. Never been rained out, Lee, in 11 years.
Yeah.
I want to jinx that, but...
I feel like it's raining.
Yeah, it is now spritzing, I think they call that. It's a spritz. It's now progressing beyond a spritz, more like a drizzle. And I think the drizzle is becoming an actual rainstorm. Unfortunately, not bothering anybody except me, the wind is blowing in, so we're getting kind of wet. I can see folks are very upset about that. Feeling bad for me.
Now batting, number 17,
Not.
Chase James.
Chase James will now lead off for the North squad, center fielder. First pitch from Nicholas DiCarlo. Outfield kind of shallow here on the leadoff hitter. Ball down low and outside. Chase James, a young man who hails out of West York Area High School. Line drive to the shortstop. One bounce picked up the throw to first base by Prada. And it just gets by the first baseman, and so he beats it out. Looks like we'll have to charge an error to the shortstop on that first base runner of the game.
Batting next, number 13,
Shortstop being Ben
Rodriguez.
Prada. Michael Zabo, the first baseman, couldn't corral the throw, so James will get on first base safely. Nobody out. Manny Rodriguez, the pitcher now, facing his opposite number. 1 on, nobody out. Just off the outside corner, ball 1. That ball was a weird little shot out to the shortstop. Looked like a line drive, maybe a lot of English on it. Prado was not able to come in and field it clean when you get in position to throw the ball. Line shot foul off the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Couldn't get around on the fastball. Speaking of fastballs, they did a lot of testing, and we'll talk more about that as we get a chance. Ground ball, first baseman knocked down. The throw will not be made as Zabo making a nice play, knocking it down. Hitting the ball late, getting the runner to second base. Zabo was able to knock it down and get the out unassisted at first base. Advancing to second on the ground out was James. He'll be at second now with 1 out, and that'll bring up Carson Freeze, the third baseman. Carson, number 14. Carson out again, West York High School. Rising senior. Ground ball to second base. Moving on it is second baseman Marchetti. Got it. Throws to first base to Zabo for the out. Moving up on the ground out to third base is Chase James. So James got on an error. Now is at third base after 2 ground outs. 2 outs now. Runner on at third base, and the cleanup hitter, Brian Pereira. Brian the catcher, number 8. right out of Broadneck High School and right here in Anne Arundel County. Strike right down the middle, poured in there.